My assistant Dean is here. This is the passenger side of the car, and hopefully nothing breaks with this side. What you're looking at here, that is a caliper, this thing right here. And I'm going to take off these two bolts. Actually, what I've heard you can do, I'll slide this down. If you're not going to change the rotors, like I am not going to if I can get away with it, these rotors look halfway decent, and they don't pulsate. You loosen this one up and the one on the bottom. I don't know if I can get this where you can see it. I may have to edit some stuff so you don't have to deal with all this camera shaking. I know what we can do.
That should go down there.
No. Alright. There's the caliper once again. Alright, we're going to take this one right here on the bottom all the way out, and then it should be able to slide up, and then I can take those pads out and then put the new ones in and put it back together. I won't have to bleed any brakes or anything because I won't be disconnecting any lines. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Hey, what's up? This is Bill. I am doing the brakes. I'm just changing the pads on a 2001 Nissan Altima. I broke the bolts. This here would be the caliper mounting bracket, and this is a new one that I got at AutoZone. It was like 19 bucks or something like that. Anyways, I broke the bolts that mount it to there, and I had a hard time finding them. So if you gotta find them, this is what they are. I'll try to. It's got a collar on it, and it's M12 1.25. That's the size. I'm not sure of the length of it. If you look at my hand, I got an average size hand. So anyways, I had to take the clips off of the old mounting bracket and put them on there, and then grease inside this part right here. You gotta be careful not to get grease anywhere else, just inside these brackets or clips, and then take it over here. And I didn't change the rotors, so these are kind of nasty, but it goes in. These bolts go in here with the lock washers on them. I got my friend Dean here with me. Anyways, slips in that one side and on the bottom, right there. If you can see it. Alright, on the other side, same thing. Put it in on the bottom. And Dean is explaining that I'm doing this all not on the camera, and I want you to be able to see it. Slide it in on the top. Good thing I got Dean here. No, it's not. I'm having a little issue here. I'll put it in on the top first. And that works a lot better. Oh, it did work a little better. There, we got it in there. Like that. Should look like that. And the bottom one came out again. I need a cameraman. keeps popping out. Okay, finished. Caliper mount looks like this with the pads in it. And I already pushed this in with a C-clamp. Actually, I did it with a screwdriver beforehand. What you would normally do is you put a 2x4 right across there, because this is going to be pushed out. So you're going to want to depress it in with a 2x4 and a C-clamp. And then, once you got that on, you're going to take this with the bolts right here, and they go on the inside. And that goes around your rotor, which I did not change the rotor on this one. These bolts go in through here.
Your head's on.
Dean is my associate filmmaker. The other one right there on the bottom. And I'll pause it so I can do that. Okay, next thing you got to do is do the slider bolts, and that's the reason why I had to change this in the first place. These slider bolts, they have one that's like this, and they come from the parts store like this. The one that's like this goes on the top, and it gets this little rubber thing over this part of it. Anyway, having a problem with that, so you put it in grease. You have a rag over there, Dean. Here, press that red button on the top. Okay, so I got the rubber piece on there and I got it greased up. Now I have my associate Dean working with me, and I told him feel free to make funny jokes and stuff like that, because this stuff sucks. So anyway, where are the other rubber pieces? They're all the same size, right? Remember, I am not a pro mechanic, and so you're doing this at your own risk by watching me. So this piece goes in here like that, and it should move like that. Next one is the flat bolt. It goes as a flat slider. There's nothing in the middle of it. Grease that up like this. Other people might grease their sliders differently. Dean is laughing. He must be thinking something inappropriate, I'm assuming. I don't know how you grease your sliders, but gotta have fun with this, right? So then that rubber piece goes on there, and I bought those at the store too, and this one goes on the bottom. Okay. The reason why I'm making this video is because I never can seem to find a mechanic to help me when I need it. So hopefully I'm helping you. Alright, next. This is your caliper. Caliper goes over the top. Squeeze that in like that. Squeeze the other one in. Flat part has got to go the other way. So we got to turn this slider just a little bit. I'm going to get that flat piece in there. Can you see, Dean?
Yes.
Alright, next thing Got to put these 2 bolts in. Can you see them? Alright, they go into the caliper. Let's see if you can see the caliper. Let's get it in there. Can you see the caliper? There you go. Is that the top one? Dean, see if you can move that around, see what I'm doing.
Camera?
Yeah. Yeah, this one goes in the top. Having a hard time getting it started. Got it going now. This one goes in the bottom. Tighten these 2 bolts, tighten these 2 bolts. Can you see? These 2 bolts here, can you see where I'm pointing? The 2 caliper bracket bolts. These 2 bolts, put the wheel back on, tighten it, and you're done. That's it. Real quick, I'm going to zoom in on this. That's my southern accent for some of them videos that I see on there. This has 2 slider pins. One right here, one right here. You can't really see that one. Anyways, they're supposed to slide in and out. If they don't slide in and out of there, then you gotta get new ones. So you basically got to grab onto this with a pair of these here channel locks. Pull that one out, pull that one out, go to the auto parts store, get 2 new ones, grease them like I did the other side, and then you should be able to get away with not taking this off, and just put the new pads inside there. Make sure to grease those like I showed you on the other side, and you'll be all set. Later.